Okay. Um, so yeah, let's start here because I think I need to update this. Let me just do that because for some reason that always annoys me. Okay, so this is something we can actually do, which is great. Let's maybe do this today, and then we can start doing this stuff. This could be interesting. I don't know if it's possible though. Yeah. So let's start here. I think that the Slack API just has something to do this. Add Music Monday to a Slack channel, right? So docs, APIs, reference, methods, and then I think there was like conversations, invite users to a channel. Okay, how does this work? What's this mean? Okay. The ID, the public or private channel to invite the user to. Okay, then we'll probably just do that in here. Okay. So, whoops. Let's just copy this up. Why did it do that? I don't know how to get that back. Copy. Paste. There we go. And then in Slack, I think it's in handlers. We have handle interact and handle commands. So we have a start command. We should have an invite command. And in Slack commands, handle start, we're going to want to have handle invite. Okay, and this thing is going to get a channel ID because that's really all we care about. So let's see. Got Slack commands. We log them. We have some arguments. We have a channel ID and we have a user ID. I don't care about this user ID in this particular case. We only care about the channel ID. So we're going to say handle invite. And over here, apparently we can get undefined. So let's just do this and then say log channel ID undefined in Slack commands. Handle invite. And we just won't complain if that happens. And then otherwise, we will get this. We're going to need the Slack token. And apparently we're going to return this. So here is where our invite code is going to go. It's this in this language. So invite music Monday to channel ID. Like so. And I think in Slack is where we keep all of these. So here we're going to have invite user to channel, invite music Monday to channel. Let's define the spec. Well, I really just need this because I always forget how these things are shaped. So it's going to be a token, which is going to be a binary. We're going to have a channel ID, which in this case is going to be, okay, so this is a string in this case because it's a GET request and the channel has to go in the parameters, the query parameters, but this is going to be a post, I assume. Post, yep. So in a post, we're just going to use binary, and then we're going to use this tool rest C to return a response, like so. Cool. Invite Music Bunny to channel, token, channel ID. Okay, and then we're going to be doing an authorized post. So let's grab this example and the payload. So the token gets added for us as a header. So we need the channel and the users. So the channel is going to be the channel ID. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Not that it really matters, but it will here. And then the users is just a comma separated list of users, which in our case is just the Music Monday ID. So it's literally just this function here. And it's channel, singular, users, plural. And this should be a binary, so it should just be good to go. And then instead of posting to users conversations, we're going to post to, I think it's conversations invite. Copy that. Conversation. No, I don't want the whole thing. Why did it do that? That was weird. Okay, so we stick that in there. And now we have API to deal with that. This is in Slack, and we call it with a channel ID like that, I guess. Okay. So, oh, got this wrong. This is invite. Why is none of my LSP stuff working? I am guessing, what is it? It's Alt O. Init Lua, Haskell. Okay. So I see here. So we are going to first copy this, and we're going to say use ELP. And then we're going to say Erlang command. If we're using ELP, I think it's just ELP server. ELP server. I think it's a Rust, so okay, I'm wrong. Server, run the LSP server right there. Perfect. And then otherwise, we're going to use Erlang ls help version transport. I think that it just straight up doesn't have a command. So do that. Or sorry, it doesn't have a like an argument. Kitty. Maybe you can hear Layla in the background. I don't know. But she's adorable. Okay. And then I think we just do Erlang ls setup command Erlang command unattach. Okay. I don't remember what it's called, so let's go look it up. Envim language server configurations. We're loading. We're loading. It's probably a big file, so. Erlang. Looks like it's just one. Yep. Erlang ls, like that. Okay. So, and then one more thing, we have to define export use elp equals p. We're done here. Drn allow or reload, either one is fine. Cool. Now we should be able to have errors. I was in Slack and we were wondering why this was complaining. Interesting. So like these specs don't even work. Okay, so we need to put this somewhere here. Is that the right order? No. Great. Is this thing sorted? Okay. Now, what's up with this? Rest C response. Authorized post references type with invalid C something. How do I see this? I forget what my okay. How do I figure out how to do this? I don't actually remember. nvim lsp show errors. It would be nice if there are two things you need to do. Disable virtual text. You can add to show the error in a pop-up window. Show line diagnostics. Does this work? Doesn't do anything. Love it. Okay. Vim LSP handlers on publish. But where does it go if we don't do the virtual text. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Um, um, hmm. Do I put it here? Or does it go? I don't know. Oh, interesting. What? Apparently, I don't have those things for whatever reason. Let's get them. This is actually very annoying anyway, so if I could make this different and not terrible, that would be pretty nice. But I have a feeling that it's really not going to do the thing I hope it does. What? Okay. Well, is this the command? Programs provided Lua format. Okay, cool. All right. Now, what does this do? It doesn't. Just okay. It's such a bad suggestion. Oh, thanks. You're the best, Sam. Okay. Uh, trouble. What's this do? A pretty list for showing diagnostics, references, telescope results, quick fix. Okay. Pretty list. Okay, let's try this actually because this looks kind of nice. So we need to install this thing. We're not using lazy nvim, so let's do this. All right, and then somewhere down here, we did this thing, which is like literally a terrible idea. It literally just turns it off. So that's not really helpful at all. And then the end of here, we're going to, there's like a run condition branch requires. So there we go. We need this one, or something like this one anyway. And then I don't care so much about the branch. And we're going to replace this with this. And this with this. Sweet. Save that and then do what is it? It's not plug, it's packer install. Okay. And then let's try it with the default configuration and see what happens. Uh, okay. It just says invalid type, but which one's the invalid type? Well, it does say REST C response. Okay. REST C Erlang. I'm pretty sure I saw this as a type, which is why I chose it. REST C Erl. Export type. I mean, maybe I'm not using this version. So for now, I think we just comment these. Oh, yeah, anything with REST C response in it, we have to deal with later. Oops. Oops. And this one. So there's now a new to do here. What is the return type? Response. Oh, maybe it's just that a REST C request doesn't return a response. It returns a response. Response. What is this response? I don't understand this type signature at all. What is this thing? For that matter, what are all these things? Like, what is this status here? Does that imply that like there's something called response? It doesn't really make any sense to me. Hmm. Guess it could be part of um acne. No. I don't really understand the type signatures um in REST client, to be honest. They're very confusing to me because like what is this response here seems to be this type here, which is like okay, status, headers, body in a four tuple. Is it that I'm doing something incorrect here? Okay, status, headers, body. And I'm just transforming it into a different shape. So I don't really understand the types. Um, is it that this? No, I'm not really using that anywhere. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Okay, so response is an interface, and apparently this is all that it exports. It doesn't export the types. I don't get it. Do they have any information here? What is this? Okay. really wish I could understand this. I feel like I submitted an issue with this a while ago. Okay. Anyway, I don't really want to look at this any longer. Why did this move? It's weird. Okay, whatever. Let's deal with this later. Okay. So we did this. Then we want to look at what do we want to do? Oh, I think we just want to test this. Because we wrote handlers invite. Perfect. Okay. So Slack. Put this over here. So okay. What we're testing is that we can invite, but Music Monday is already part of this channel. So if I look at like view channel details, you can see members, no integrations. So what we're going to do is do Music Monday invite. Failed. Sick. Okay. Oh. The server's not running. Hello. Make shell. Make shell. Okay, now I have a syntax error somewhere. Slack commands. Yep. So 29 dev. Is that not what it's called? Oh, Slack token. Like this. And that's the end. We need to export this. And the invite. Like so. And that should fix that error. Okay. We are now running a server, which we weren't running before, so this definitely can't work. It doesn't appear like anything happened. And I don't think anything happened. Let me see here. Okay, we hit got Slack command. Okay, I see that I'm requesting it. Sorry, there's like potentially secrets and stuff in here, so I can't really show you the logs. Okay. So I'm in the general. Yes, that's true. I have the commands. Um So did this fail? So I think that this will respond back and like actually print something to Slack if it worked. But I need to restart the server really quick. Let's try again. Also let's double check that it didn't. Yeah, it should show up under integrations, I think. Music Monday right there. Maybe I have to do a different command because it's not like a user and it's a. Okay, well, that shows that it worked. So we're definitely calling the right code. And then it says got okay 200. Needed channels right invites. Okay, so it doesn't have the right permissions. So I got to do that over here. Slack bot. Here. And then I think I need to reinstall your apps. We need to go to. What do we need? OAuth and permissions, probably. Okay, so right now we have channels join. We have channels read. We have chat write. We have slash commands. We need an OAuth scope for channels, commands, channels, join, channel. Wait, what is it? Chat? Wait, that can't be right. Needed. Write invites. Okay. Write channels, write invites. We need. Here, let me just put it on screen for you. Okay. So we added write invites group write invites. We're not using npim or this thing. So I think that we really just need channels. Or do I need all of these no matter what? I don't know what npim is anyway. Well, let's see if I delete groups and channels and see if it still works. Let's leave that there though for a second. Okay. So I just added these. I need to reinstall our app. Allow. Okay. It's now reinstalled. And I need to restart the server. And then we can open up Slack here. It looks like it's running. And then do Music Monday invite. It worked. Let's see if I see that same thing. Well, I guess we can just look at it and see if it got invited. Because we're in channels, so no, not there. Okay, so we need to add all of those, even if why did I delete? I'm a dumb. Okay, Slack API. I have to do so much of this off screen. It's just like I just don't want to expose a bunch of secrets to people, and then have to like rotate a bunch of them. Okay, so go back to OAuth. Go down here. We need to add groups, write invites. We need to add MPIM, write invite, and we need to add IM, write invites. Okay, reinstall your app. Allow. All right. Music Monday invite. That was much faster. Just scanning, and I think this output is slightly different. Okay, let's see. Not there. Why? Error. Not in channel. Does say error 9 channel. What does that mean? Okay, let's minimize that for a second. And we have this. Okay. Common error response. User not found. Can't invite self. Okay. So this says not in channel. Authenticated user is not in channel. Okay. So I can't invite myself to a channel. I have to invite on behalf of someone else. Okay. So that's fine. This is what we are trying to test, essentially. Okay, so oh well, doesn't work. Let me put this here. I think that probably makes sense. Like it would be pretty weird if you could invite yourself to a channel, but still, you know. Okay, so that can go away. And then in Slack URL, we don't really need this because we can't do that. And then we'll get rid of this. This is not defined. Oops. And this is not defined. Okay. Yep. And then in README, So unfortunately, we didn't get anything done. Um, so got error, not in channel, because we are authorized as Music Monday. We can't invite ourselves to a channel we don't, or we aren't in. Okay, cool. So I think that this means that we're up to probably this stuff where we're going to start storing information um about the the people who are using Music Monday. So I think we'll probably start working on that next time. Okay. So set up dbmate. So dbmate is a little like Go tool, I think. That's basically like a very lightweight migrations tool, which we're gonna try out. Um, lightweight migration tool, and then I think we're going to have a few things here. We are going to uh, keep Slack channels So I don't think I want so much Slack users, but so we want to, what do we want to know here? We want to know, I don't know if I can, yeah, I just want to keep like a count. So we need to know these because so the whole point of this is that it's not completely random. It's weighted such that someone who's got selected a lot is less likely to be selected in the future, which actually means we also need to write. Actually, do I already have this? Yeah, I do. Okay, so we need to um, add Slack channels migration, add Slack selections migration. This is kind of like a separate thing. I don't know if we can do this. I also don't think we care so much about recognize when. I think this is like a different thing. Okay, so this is really going to be like music money, I wrote. That's funny. We don't actually need to do that anymore. Um, that's really all we need. We may need add function to update active status on Slack channel, or insert add function to update Slack selections or insert. Something like that. And then that way when we get to this random bit, or we can also add function to select channel to get Slack selections for channel. So like, for example, let's say someone gets added to a channel and then they do Music Monday, but then they leave that channel. We want to be able to like keep that information in case they ever come back for Music Monday in that channel, or just toss it out. Like it doesn't really matter which one, just need to do something. And then like when we run this, randomly choose someone in the channel, we'll just ignore anyone who's not in the channel, basically, in the selections, because we can't select them anyway. All right. Yep. And then we have like some other tasks. All right. So we learned some stuff today, but unfortunately we didn't really add any new code. We just deleted code and updated the README, but that's okay. And we set up ELP, which actually has been pretty nice so far because I was able to much more quickly iterate and remove that code. Cool. So that's it for me today. I will hopefully be back this week to do more of this Erlang nonsense. It's not nonsense. I'm having fun with it. But it's definitely very different than what I'm used to. But I didn't sling any gen servers, so I apologize. But we are gonna start doing more gen servers very, very soon. We just need to get a few more pieces of basic functionality written, and a few more like, can we get information from Slack about events that have happened? And then also it's like we need some storage, we need some database knowledge, because I don't know how to really do anything with Pigo yet. So we're like really, really close to making this work end to end. And that's pretty sweet actually. Okay, take it easy.